Most men are too busy chasing quick attention to understand deep connection. They're focused on looks, charm, or clever pickup lines. But older women, women with experience, with emotional intelligence, with wisdom, they see through the noise. They don't want another boy in a man's body. They want someone who gets it, someone who understands that true intimacy begins long before the physical. They want to be felt in the places most men overlook, not just touched on the outside, but reached on the inside. In this video, we'll go deep into the 10 places older women love being touched, the ones most men miss. These are rooted not in tricks or manipulation, but in stoic truth, presence, discipline, and understanding. Master this, and you'll not only attract her attention, you'll earn her soul. 1. Her mind, where true connection begins. Older women have outgrown superficial conversation. They crave mental stimulation, the kind that comes from a man who reads, who thinks, who questions the world and himself. When you speak with intention and depth, when you challenge her thoughts respectfully and share yours with humility, you awaken her mind. That's foreplay to a woman of substance. A stoic man is measured and wise. He speaks not to impress, but to express truth. If you can engage her intellect, she'll lean in, not out of boredom, but out of admiration. Touch her mind, and she'll remember you long after the moment ends. 2. Her eyes, the gateway to her soul. Most men look at a woman, but few truly see her. Older women recognize the difference instantly. When you look into her eyes, without distraction, without wandering, without trying to impress, she knows you're present. The Stoics taught us that attention is the rarest and purest form of generosity. When your eyes meet hers and you stay there, not in lust but in presence, you tell her you matter. That kind of gaze is rare and unforgettable. 3. Her hands, a silent language of intimacy. There's something sacred in holding someone's hands. It's not just about the touch, it's about what it means. For older women who may have been through the storms of life, a gentle, intentional handhold says, I see your strength and I want to walk beside it. It's not dominance, it's not control, it's connection. A Stoic's touch is deliberate, steady, not rushed. When you hold her hand with calm confidence, she feels safe, seen, and valued. 4. Her voice, heard, not just heard out. A woman's voice isn't just about sound, it's emotion, memory, history, and hope. When she speaks, don't just hear the words, feel them. Respond not just with answers, but with presence. Most men listen to reply. A Stoic listens to understand. Older women value men who can hold space, who don't interrupt, fix, or judge. When she feels truly heard, she lowers her guard. That's when the real connection begins. 5. Her memories. Honor her journey. Aging brings experiences, some joyful, some painful. She carries stories, regrets, victories, and losses. When you ask her about her past, you show respect for her journey. And when you listen without trying to control the narrative, you show maturity. Stoicism teaches us to accept what is, to learn from what was, and to prepare for what comes. Touch her memories with reverence, and she'll trust you with her future. 6. Her neck and shoulders, where tension lives. This is not about lust, it's about care. The neck and shoulders hold years of stress, responsibility, and emotional weight. A gentle touch here is not just physical, it's symbolic. It says, let me carry this for a moment. You don't have to be strong all the time. A Stoic man is not afraid to be gentle. He knows strength and softness can coexist. When you touch her tension with calm energy, you give her what few men offer, relief. 7. Her wisdom. Validate her experience. She's not impressed by youth or arrogance. She values depth. Celebrate her wisdom. Ask for her thoughts, her lessons, her opinions. Let her teach you something. The Stoic path is one of constant learning. Even the Emperor Marcus Aurelius spoke of learning from others. When you touch her wisdom, not just her beauty, you validate her existence. That's intimacy of the highest form. 8. Her heart, beyond romance, into emotion. Older women have loved deeply and perhaps been hurt deeply. They don't give their hearts easily, but they will, for a man who respects it. A Stoic does not chase love. He becomes love by being consistent, calm, and rooted. When you touch her heart with your patience, your kindness, and your integrity, you invite her into emotional safety, not with promises, but with presence. 9. Her boundaries. Respect is the ultimate touch. Ironically, the place older women love to be touched the most is in the place you don't touch at all, unless invited. Boundaries. They've been through enough to know what feels right and what doesn't. A Stoic man respects limits. He doesn't push. He doesn't pressure. He leads with discipline and listens with grace. Respect her no, and you open the door to her yes. 10. Her soul, the final, most sacred place. Finally, and most importantly, speak to her soul. Older women aren't afraid to talk about life, death, purpose, faith, and meaning. Share your values. Speak of virtue, of mortality, of legacy. A Stoic knows life is fleeting. When you show her that you've reflected on your existence, that you're not just living, but living intentionally, you become more than a man. You become a mirror of her highest self. Touch her soul, and you won't just win her affection, you'll earn her reverence. In a world full of shallow men, be a Stoic man. A man who touches not just skin, but spirit. Who seeks not just approval, but alignment. Who leads not with ego, but with empathy. Remember, older women don't want perfect. They want present. They want someone who sees them, not just as they are, but as they've become. These 10 places are not tricks. They are truths. Master them, and you'll discover a connection that transcends time, age, or attraction. This is the Stoic path. Walk it well.